Welcome back to Python interview tutorial. I come back again today with the important interview question and their coding solution in Python. If you are preparing for an interview, then this video is perfect for you. I will explain different approaches to solve the question. So here we go. The question is, write a Python program to check the given number is palindrome or not. Before going to start the discussion, first of all we need to understand what exactly palindrome number. The palindrome number is a number in which if we reverse the number, we'll get the number itself again. That number is called as a palindrome. For example, if I reverse this number, I'll get 1 to 1. So the number itself again. So this number is palindrome. I'll take one more example, 1 to 3. If I reverse this number, I'll get 3 to 1. So that number is not equal to the original number. So this number is not a palindrome. Example number 1 is a palindrome, while example number 2 is not a palindrome. So to solve this problem using Python coding, I will use different approaches to solve this problem. So here I explain with the first approach, that is simple iteration method. In that, first of all, we will write one function and pass the parameter, that is the number. Initially, I store a value of 0 into the reverse, where we hold the actual reverse numbers. Then I store the value of n into temporary variable. Then we'll iterate till the value of n is less than 0. First of all, by using simple mathematics, we calculate the modulus of the given number. So remember that value temp mod temp. That will extract the last digit. After that, we have to preserve the value into reverse. Reverse is equal to reverse into 10 plus the value that we extracted in the remainder. So this reverse will hold now the actual reverse number. After that, we'll have to divide the temp again with the 10. So temp is equal to temp floor 10. It will use the divide operator to shorten the number. This process will repeat again and again unless and until that value is less than 0. Okay. After that, we will compare if my original number n is equal to the reverse number. If this is true, then I am going to print the number is palindrome. Else, the given number is not a palindrome. Then we call the function with some parameter. Let's say pass parameter 1 to 3 as a number. Once I execute the code, I'll get that the number is not a palindrome. If I change the input, instead of 1 to 3, if I'll pass the 1 to 1 and I'll cross check, you can see the number is palindrome. So in this way, a simple using iteration, we can achieve the solution. So hope you understand this first approach. Now we will move ahead for the second approach. If you found the content is useful for you, then do like for this video. Now we will talk about the second approach. Approach number 2 is using string slicing. By using string slicing, we can do the same operation. So here I again write a function and name of the function is, let's say, palindrome 2, and I'll pass the parameter n. So that n is nothing but the number that I want to pass. I just use a reverse variable which will hold that complete reverse number. So when we perform the string slicing, what we need to do? We need to convert that number into string first. So I'll write string that number and I want to reverse a string. So this is the way that we can reverse a string. So starting index, end index and minus 1. So complete string is get reversed, but it is in the string format. I want to convert the complete string into again integer format. So I just typecast into the integer. Now I get the reverse as good as a number. Then I have to just compare if n is equal to reverse, then we can print the string as palindrome. Else, string is not the palindrome. We'll again call the function value and we'll pass the number as a 1 to 3. I save the code and I'll execute it. You can get string is not a palindrome. Now we'll take the input 1 to 1 and we'll execute it. We'll get the string is palindrome. The same operation we are performing but by using different method. This will give you answer in a single step. So hope you understand this approach as well. Now we'll talk about the third approach. Hope you enjoyed till this video. So if you're not subscribed my channel yet, then do subscribe and press the notification bell icon to get the latest information about this placement interview. Now I will talk about my third approach, which is nothing but using recursion. Using recursion also we can achieve the solution of this problem. So I can write a function with the third approach, and here we need to pass the two parameters. The first is a number that I want to reverse and the number which is get reversed. So two parameter here I'll pass to the function, that is n and reverse, because it's a recursive approach. Here in the initial case, if that number is equal to 0, so it means that the input is given is 0 directly, we can return that reverse number as it is. But if it is not the case, then we can do a certain mathematical operation. So remember that value, which will be again divide with the time. So we can find out the mod of this number. So n is the input and we are going to find out the mod. Then we'll preserve this value in the reverse. So reverse is equal to reverse into 10 and we are going to add with the last digit, that is the remember. So what are the reverse value we will get, that we are going to return to the function. So how we can return? So we are going to again call the recursive function inside the function and we are just simply n for 10 mod 10 and the second parameter is the reverse number. So simply I just explain again. I just define the function with the two parameter n and reverse. If n is 0, we are going to return the reverse number. Otherwise, we first sort out the last digit by using remember, and then we are going to reverse the number which will be stored into the reverse. After that, we are going to return the recursive call of the function unless and until that number is equal to 0. Once we complete the function, then we have to call the function. Before that, we just pass the value to the parameter, let's say 1 to 1, and initial value of reverse is equal to 0. So when I call the function, reverse is equal to palindrome 3 and I have to pass the parameter n comma reverse. So if that n is equal to reverse, then string is palindrome. Else we are going to print it is not the palindrome. Save the code and I compile it. I'll get the output string is palindrome. Now I'll pass the negative case 1 2 3. I'll check, it will print not the palindrome. So using a simple recursive approach also we can get the solution of this problem. So hope you understand this third approach as well. Now I'll move ahead for the next approach. Now we will talk about the fourth approach, which is inbuilt reverse function. By using inbuilt reverse function, we can achieve the solution of this problem. So here again we write a function palindrome 4 and we are going to pass the parameter as a number. Then we just simply write reverse is equal to we are going to use a reverse method to that number. Once we get the reverse number, we are going to compare if number is equal to that reverse is nothing but a string reverse. So we need to convert into the integer. Typecasting is must. So reverse, and if it is get match, we are going to print the number is else we are going to print the number is not palindrome. We are going to call the function and we are going to pass the parameter. So here we get the output number is palindrome. We'll take one more input 1, 2, 3 and we'll check the number is not palindrome. So in this way we can find out the palindrome of any number using these 4 different approaches. Hope you understand each and every approach. Still if you have any doubt in any of these methods, you can write it in the comments. Hope you like the content. Thanks for watching this.